see us bleed. $100 bills under our sleeve. We intend not to sleep till we're dead. Drink our problems right out of our heads, singing oh, oh, oh. Trouble, trouble, trouble coming in the dead of night. Trouble making everything alright. It's in your blood, it's in your bones. You cannot sleep for, you cannot sleep for.
This is what I think you're like based off of which Percy Jackson Camp Half-Blood cabin you identified with as a kid. Let's get into it. If you identified with Zeus, you have a serious main character complex. Not in a good way either, in like a bad way, in a Serena van der Woodsen, Carrie Bradshaw way. If you identified with the Hades cabin, you have the same issue. You're also a pick-me, but you also liked pop punk music. If you were in the Poseidon cabin, you probably just had blue eyes and thought that made you special enough to warrant a big 3 cabin. That or you did swim team. If you identified with Artemis, you definitely lied about being able to communicate with animals at some point as a child. And today you're probably at least a little bit queer. If you identified with the Demeter cabin, you have most certainly referred to yourself as a plant mom at some point, and you did not do it ironically. If you identified with Hef here, I'm just calling him Hef because I don't know how to pronounce the name, you certainly have some kind of katana or samurai sword hanging up in your bedroom. If you identified with Hera, I don't think you exist. No one identified with Hera. If you identified with Apollo, you definitely went through a phase of writing bad poetry, either in middle or high school. Spoiler alert, I identified with Apollo. If you identified with Aries, you definitely were that kid who took gym class way too seriously. You also probably played some kind of violent video game like Call of Duty and thought that meant you could handle war. If you identified with Aphrodite, I guarantee you have this or some version of this silky dress saved on your Instagram. If you identified with Hermes, you were probably really fast at running, like on track or something, or you were the class clown. Or at least you wanted to be. If you identified with Athena, you were told you were smart as a kid because you were either advanced at reading or math, and you've clung to that as a core of your personality for a long time now.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo!
You often talk about your own feelings or emotions. No. Not feelings or emotions that matter, at least.
You know, I thought it would be a nice day to write some Tumblr polyvore era Annabeth outfits. So, let's get into this. Okay, not that bad. What are these shoes? But, okay, it's the least criminal one that I could find. So I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. Okay, so the jeans are very questionable. And the fact that that hair looks like something someone would do for prom, and the owl mug, I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10 because those jeans look like you could buy them from Shein. This one, I feel I need financial compensation for just seeing. 2 out of 10. I don't know. Ew.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my... Oh. My circus, my monkeys, my circus, my monkeys, my circus.